Hey, what's up, America? What's happening with y'all? Peace, grand rises to all kings and queens. Uh, they show gonna be about y'all see the title. They Fear Truth versus West Memphis, Arkansas. Man, we got some things to tell y'all, so y'all tune in, man. I want y'all to check out our clothing line. Check out my clothing line. Check out my clothing line, RCDHPN. Check out the 21st Century Black Panthers, RCDHPN gear. Check out our social media platform, They Feel True Social Media. Get your business bank account with us. Bank with us. On first on black owned Federal Reserve Bank in history. They Feel True Federal Reserve Bank, TFTFRB.org. Be sure to vote for your boy, Rico Dukes, 2024 president. I'm gonna start campaigning around the end of this year, first of next year. Y'all see me out there in the streets head first. I'll be out there. You feel me? You just getting everything situated. So, well, to start it off, my minister of defense was arrested. He was arrested in West Memphis, Arkansas. He's out. He's going to be on the show. He was out. As soon as they shipped him to what he was supposed, where we could get him out at, we went and got him out. But he's out. He's going to be in the show. And you see what if you read the description of the show, it tells you about. I told you that he was arrested in ponds producing his They Fear Truth Federal Government of America ID badge. They charged my officer with impersonating an officer. Oh boy. They open up some shit on them. Y'all stay tuned. Be cool. He finna tune in now. Finna get him in here right now, y'all. Y'all just be cool. I think I sent him the link, y'all. I ain't even sent him the link, y'all. I guess I did. Hold on. So the whole key thing is we're gonna let him talk. I'm gonna tell you what happened, then I'm gonna let him tell you the scenario. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna play the audio recorded conversation between. Oh, he already backstage. I ain't know. Oh, well, yeah. All right. You
Can
need to
you
come
hear me?
right here. Yeah, I hear you.
I can hear you loud and
I,
clear.
I hear you still on the move, huh?
You know it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I had to go just help somebody with their electricity, so I'm still coming in, but I'm ready. It
All
stay
right.
on my mind.
All right. Conrad, y'all, this is my minister of defense, Conrad Watkins. And I'm talking about Conrad Watkins. Yeah, Watkins. They for the true federal government of America. As I told y'all, he was arrested about 2 days ago on two misdemeanors, or three misdemeanors and one felony. The felony was impersonating an officer. And that's history. I'm gonna let him start it off with y'all, you know what I'm saying, because the stop happened with him, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna let him start it off, then I'm gonna let y'all hear the audio record and we're gonna go from there. Cal, what had happened? Why did they initially pull you over?
Initially, I was pulled over, traffic stop, because they said that I took off from the stop sign too fast. So he pulled me over on a dirt road about a mile from my house, from one of my farms where we stay at.
What was it a state trooper or regular police or detective or
It was a drug enforcement officer.
okay, it was a
So
drug enforcement.
yeah, he was a enforcement officer. What jurisdiction he had, really, I didn't care no way. Um, he don't have none no way in the first place. But um, he told me I took off from the stop sign too fast, so he followed me all the way down the road. And once I got almost to the stop sign, he hit his lights on me.
He hit his lights on you. And when you that's at the point in time when he hit his lights on you, that's when you called me, right?
Correct.
All right. So what happened when he came to the car and he asked you for your driving license or whatever?
I gave him my travel pass, my indigenous nation travel pass for Coosa Nation, North America, and I also gave him my government pass for my business pass for Theyfeartruth Federal Government of America.
Okay. Now, America, we're gonna play
So basically, I gave him as many IDs that I had on me at the time, so he can identify me.
Indeed. Kyle, we're gonna let them hear one of the first phone calls. Y'all, I got to pause it right there and let y'all know that the noise, the like static you hear in the background, that's because he was pulled over on the side of the highway and cars and stuff passing by. That's why you hear the police scanners and all that. BRADSTREET. Now the officer that arrested my officer, now he's gonna get on the phone, America. What do you guys do? We are a federal agency. We're registered inside Homeland Security. You're welcome to check Homeland Security Information Network. You're welcome to check our credentials with Federal Duns and Bradstreet, the Internal Revenue Service. Internal Revenue Service as well. We are a federal agency. We are a American federal agency. We're registered by Homeland Security Information Network. We're registered by Federal Duns and Bradstreet. You're welcome to check out potential for either one of those pages. We're also registered by ABC Legal. You're welcome to check any one of those pages credentials. Yes, we are a federal agency, but yes, we can reach y'all. You're welcome to check with your United States government Homeland Security Information Network and check the credentials of Theyfeartruth Federal Government of America. Now, notice how many times, y'all, I'm telling him who to go, what agency to contact to verify our credentials. This could have been resolved before he even tried to give my officer a charge. We are a federal American agency registered inside Homeland Security Information Network. Bradstreet, you asked me a question. You see my joy, he told you that we can do the same thing you guys did. And I think you did. We can arrest you guys Now, mind y'all, everything that he asking now, it ain't got nothing to do with what he's located at, and that ain't got nothing to do with it. You talking to the supervisor. I'm telling you which one of your agencies you can call and verify Theyfeartruth Federal Government of America credentials. All information Rico Dukes. Check us out at Homeland Security Information Network, which is supervisor and chief attorney. That's where you're working at. I'm saying what is the officer name that I'm speaking with? Speaking of Detective right now, what his name was? Detective Lankin now. Oh, Detective Lankin, okay. Detective Lankin, you're welcome to lead into the Homeland Security Information Network, and you will know all the valid information. So I'm saying, what's his work doing here in Arkansas? What is he doing here in Arkansas? He steady talking about what is his work in Arkansas. He ain't said damn time now, y'all not a federal agency. Not one time. He trying to figure out what he's doing in Arkansas. He knew what he's doing in Arkansas. Watch what I tell him.
Well, in Arkansas, he has business that he takes care of there in Arkansas. He has not in Arkansas. He has a right to go to any state that he wishes. You asked him what's that? Yeah, he's on official business. Yeah, he's on official land business. He's that. What I'm trying to understand is what business has to do with you have no business questioning him on what he's doing in the state of Arkansas. He's allowed to travel. Okay, he has his federal identification for Theyfeartruth federal government, which is registered inside of Homeland Security. If you need any more other information, you're welcome to call Homeland Security Information of the Network. You're talking to the Chief Attorney, Rico Dukes, of the federal government of America. Would you like our federal guns and BRADSTREET number? Would you like our company Homeland Security identification number? Now, the company identification number. Every agency has a company identification number. If you see this number, we have a partnership with T-Mobile, the federal government of America. We have partnership with Homeland Security. We have partnership with ABC Legal. We are registered. I'm trying to understand we're registered in the United States. American federal agency to get your active questions or in your public system. So what do you say? What you were doing in Arkansas. He asked, "But you on official bid?" I told him, "Yeah, you're on official land." People know what does that have to do with traffic stop that he was young for. You identify yourself as a federal agent. I say you can be there. He's a federal officer. He's the federal government of America. We're residents by Homeland Security, HSIN, which is Homeland Security Information Network, and the federal Johns and BRADSTREET. You're welcome to check out credentials with any one of those agencies. He got quiet. Figure it out. I have a driver, when it's required, I have a driver license. You're not required anywhere in the country to have a driver license. You have a right to travel. That's why I told you have a right to travel. You couldn't say that. When I told him I was an attorney, he really got quiet. I said, he got quiet then. Right now, I was thinking of myself. Because that's
America, we're gonna let the audios play. It's three audios. Three audios. We're gonna let them play. Then me and Kyle, we're gonna break everything down for y'all.
Legal, it's registered, and it's good. The car is legal and it's registered. Why did you want to so sure? That's why we call it. furthermore, what is the detective putting you over on traffic stop? The detective doing at the scene though? It's a crash. Okay, what are you doing with my car? Because I have to wait down there. Calm down. Just calm down. It sounds like they were going to try to hold their head at first. Right. It's just a game they put on wide world. They had it there, they just took time. Okay, well, I'm gonna end that one right there because I just wanted y'all to hear, because it's almost over. It's like 2 more minutes on. I just wanted y'all to hear that he arrested my officer for impersonating the officer. Now, if he had checked Homeland Security, he would have seen that my officer was an officer of Theyfeartruth Federal Government of America that's inside of Homeland Security with his name, documentations, his access ID, all that. Now we're gonna move forward to the court one. We're gonna move forward to the court one, y'all. I got to see what's going up in here real quick. Hold on. Okay. And my name is Rico Dukes. I'm the Chief Attorney for contacting Homeland Security to validate our agency credentials.
This West Memphis Court. This West Memphis District Court now.
Well, I don't think that's a matter that you would address to the court. He was a police officer or a state trooper, do you know?
He was
Now, she just said, I don't think this is a matter that you address to the court. Your officer works for this court.
he was a West Memphis Detective Lankin.
Okay. I don't know. I would think you would address that to probably the police department.
Yes, ma'am. I addressed it to West Memphis Police Department, and they told me that he should be going to court tomorrow. He was just getting arrested today, and told me to speak with the courthouse because you guys would be the ones that would he would be arraigned.
He was arrested?
Yes, ma'am.
You see how was she saying he was arrested? Like, what the fuck they arrested him for? And he had all his credentials.
Yes, ma'am.
What is his name?
What the detective's name or my officer name?
Your officer's name.
Kyle Watkins.
Kyle Watkins?
Yes, ma'am. Kyle Watkins. K-Y-L-E. Watkins. W-A-T-K-I-N-S.
Hold on one second.
Yes, ma'am.
I see his picture on the sheriff's jail roster.
Ma'am.
Is he like undercover or something?
He's a federal officer of Theyfeartruth, federal government of America. He will be active federal agency recognized and validated by the U.S. government. So it doesn't matter whether he's working undercover or he was just there, period.
I'm not trying to be rude.
No, I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just facts, just stating facts of the law that he presented all these valid credentials, and officer detective spoke with me. I gave him all the credentials. The agency verified our agency credentials from it. He failed to do it. He failed to do so.
Let me see if the city attorney's on here, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Because he is charged with, and probably tomorrow morning, they'll get at 8:30. Criminal impersonation, first degree, tends to be a law official, carrying a weapon, and driving while licensed and
Yes, ma'am.
okay, and what is your name, sir?
My name is Rico Dukes, R-I-C-O D-U-K-E-S. I'm the chief attorney and founder of Theyfeartruth, federal government of America.
Okay, one more time. Your first name is
Rico.
Russell?
Rico.
Rico, R-I-C-O?
Yes, ma'am. Dukes.
Dukes?
D-U-K-E-S.
And what is the agency?
Theyfeartruth, as in people. Theyfeartruth, the federal government of America. We're registered with Homeland Security, Informational Network, which is HSIN, and we're also registered with the Internal Revenue Service and Federal Duns and Bradstreet. If the officer had to check Duns and Bradstreet, he would have seen our agency. And I had his phone call recorded because this is the agency phone that we're on, so phone calls are recorded.
Theyfeartruth. What was the first thing you're affiliated with? You said you were registered with what?
HSIN, Homeland Security Information Network.
All right, let me see if I can find the prosecutor. Hold on.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay? And I was not trying to be rude or anything.
No, ma'am. It's no harm taken, and you have nothing to do with this matter. And I thank you for taking your time to hear this matter and help this matter resolve the situation.
hope I can. Okay, hold on.
Now she finna go run. She finna go run our agent's credentials. Watch how she come back to the phone. I keep looking at my dog, y'all. So yeah, I know y'all probably wondering what I keep looking. I keep looking at my dog. He was here on the side. I didn't know what he was doing.
Okay. Neither of the prosecutors are here right now. I'm going to try to write this up the best I can with your number, and first thing in the morning when I get here, I'll give this to them. Okay?
Yes. And I thank you so much. And I just, do you have the prosecutor number that may be held in the case? We'll have to speak to them tomorrow.
I'm not sure if this is going to be civil. I'm not sorry. If it's going to be city, it sounds like a city officer would pulled him over.
Yes, ma'am.
It would start there, or if it's going to be on the state docket. So it would be Mike Stevenson, or it would be Mike Loudon. In either case, as soon as I find out in the morning, I will give it to the prosecutor with your number.
Yes,
okay?
I thank you so much.
Okay. That's it. 17. It's like 4:13. Yeah. probably we're not even going to get his paperwork probably till morning when we come in. We have to, like, it looks like a mailbox, really not. It is for detectives of different counties to put their paperwork in, and then we open it in the morning, and then they get cases ready. So we're not even going to have his paperwork till morning. So I'm trying to just write this up because he doesn't even have a case number yet,
And,
so that I can get them to call you.
Okay. And the other county was telling me something. They were saying that I could just have all my documentations for our agency and the charges to be dropped. So I'm trying to figure out, like, what do I need to do to get you guys my our agency documents?
I can give you our fax number, and if you get it here within the next 10 minutes, I can get it and put it with my notes.
Yes, ma'am. That's perfect. That's perfect.
Okay. Now y'all hear that's West Memphis District Court. So y'all hear that you hear who that is. So I think I got let me see. I think I got this one here. Let me see which one this one is, y'all.
Yes, ma'am. Do you guys have a fax number?
Yes, sir. It is 739-3287.
739-3287.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And the area code is 870.
739-3287. Okay, ma'am. I'm going to be faxing you guys some documents over. The documents are from the U.S. government, which will validate the federal government, which West Memphis already have these documents. But this one particular document that I want to send y'all, that I need to send you guys. So it will be with the other documents, which validates Kyle Watkins as an employee and officer of Theyfeartruth federal government.
Okay, I'll say that you might want to write that on a piece of paper or write that on your cover sheet or something to let them know, because the whole office uses that for all different departments. So you might want to write.
Okay. That was circuit court. Now, this the prosecutor. Now I'm gonna let y'all hear District Court, West Memphis again. I think this is when I sent the documents to them.
District Court.
Hey, how you doing today, ma'am? My name is Rico Dukes. I'm the Chief Attorney of Theyfeartruth federal government of America.
Yes, Rico. How can I help you?
I was just calling to verify that you have received all the documents.
Yes, we did get the documents this morning, and I gave the prosecuting attorney for the state.
Yes, ma'am. I thank you so much.
Okay, that's West District, Memphis. That's West Memphis, Arkansas District Court. They got the documents. Okay. Now, this the prosecutor, Mike Snell, who gonna be on the case. Now, I want y'all to listen at how when he tell you he know we a federal agency.
How you doing today, ma'am? I'm all right. My name is Rico Dukes. I'm the Chief Attorney of Theyfeartruth federal government of America, and I was informed from West Memphis District Court to contact you guys because Mike Snell was waiting on my call. One of my officers was arrested yesterday, and on my paper.
1 second. Let me get it.
Okay.
This is Mike.
Hey, how you doing, Mr. Mike Snell?
Yes.
My name is Rico Dukes. I'm the Chief Attorney of Theyfeartruth federal government of America, calling in regards to Kyle Watkins.
Attorney of what?
Chief Attorney Rico Dukes of Theyfeartruth federal government of America. I'm calling in regards to one of my officers who was arrested yesterday for impersonating an officer. West Memphis District Court relayed the message to me that I was supposed to contact you because I think you're the prosecutor on the case, or are you?
The prosecutor is in jail and he's being found over today.
Yes, sir. What I'm saying is West Memphis Court contacted me and told me that I was supposed to contact you in regards to this because I had to send my paperwork in to validate that my officer is an employee of Theyfeartruth federal government. He has his identity.
Employee of what?
Sir?
An employee of what?
He's an employee of Theyfeartruth federal government of America. West Memphis have all the documentation from all that.
What is that?
Theyfeartruth federal government of America, federal agency.
That's not. What is that?
federal agency of the United States government? Sir, we are a federal American agency certified and recognized from the United States government for West Memphis Court. I know, but
now, y'all heard him say, I know. Now, you heard when I told him we are an American federal agent. He was trying to get me to say we're a U.S. agency. We are not a United States agency. They have no power and authority over Theyfeartruth federal government.
Could you let me answer? West Memphis District Court has all the documents from the United States federal government system. Hang on a second. I'm going to put you on hold real quick, okay? Hang on just 1 second.
Watch me come back and say, America, you're not an attorney. Whatever your personal feeling is, that's how your personal feeling is. Say we're not in a federal agency. He couldn't say it.
Mr. Dukes. Okay, here's what I have discovered in the time you've been on. Okay, what I've discovered, Mr. Dukes, right, is that you are not an attorney, right, and you're impersonating an attorney, which is a crime. Sir.
Now, he say impersonating an attorney. What about this federal agency that you just charged my officer with, talking about he was impersonating the officer? What about this here? That's what we talking about. Whatever your personal feeling is or how you want to feel about that, that's cool, fine, and then however you want to cool. We got documentation to everything, attorney, all that.
Okay. No, you're done. So regardless, okay, your man is staying in jail unless he gets bonded out. He's going to get bonded out, but these charges. He's going to be bound over to the circuit court on felony charges. Okay, so what I'm saying. If he's not here, when plea agreement comes along, there will be a warrant for his arrest. Okay, so now you're through talking. What I'm trying to say to you is that all I was trying to say to you was that all the documents that verified Theyfeartruth. The documents don't mean crap to me, sir. It ain't got to mean nothing to you. We can take this to trial and you will lose, and then you will be sued. No, I won't. Let's take it to trial. He is on my priority list. Okay, let's go for it. We'll be there. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
Now, that was the prosecutor of West Memphis Circuit Court, Mike Snell. Now, you heard him in the audio say, I know. When I said you just asked me, we are the American Federal Agency certified by your U.S. government. I know. Now, that was the prosecutor right there. I'm trying to go and get it out of the way so we can get on to the part we need to get to, y'all. So this here, West Memphis Circuit Court. And then we got one more after that, then me and Kyle gonna break it down.
Circuit Court, Memphis.
Yes, ma'am. Theyfeartruth, the Chief Officer Rico Dukes, Theyfeartruth, federal government of America. I will call this validate if you guys receive the facts.
Okay, let me transfer you over to the ladies that do the facts. Hold on just a moment.
Yes, ma'am.
Circuit Clerk's Office, can I help you?
Yes, ma'am. My name is Rico Dukes. I'm the Chief Officer of Theyfeartruth, Federal Government of America, and I was calling to validate that you guys received the documentation facts.
I did receive a fax, yes, sir, but what am I doing with it?
It's for my officer, Kyle Watkins. He's going to be transferred from West Memphis District Court over to you guys for felony of impersonation of an officer. So I had to send my documentation in to you guys to let you guys know that we are a federal legal American agency certified from the United States government.
Okay, yes, sir. I'll make sure it gets in his file.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Okay. Now, one more, y'all. This is the mayor's office. I had to contact all these people to put them on notice. When the officers could have contacted Homeland Security, and this would have never happened.
Mayor's office. Yes, I would like to validate if you guys received the fax.
I'm sorry?
I would like to validate if you guys received a fax.
Who would you have been sending it to?
The mayor's office.
Okay.
Number 870-732-7504.
Okay, all right, then, because we have two fax machines in town. Hang on just a minute.
Okay, sir. I
need to transfer a call to you. I'm going to transfer you to Miss Dorothy, the mayor's executive secretary, okay?
Yes, yes, sir. I'm sorry.
All right. That's all right. Mayor's office.
Yes, ma'am. How are you doing today, ma'am? I just need to validate if you guys received the fax.
Receive the fax?
Yes, ma'am.
What kind of fax is it?
It's a fax with credentials from the U.S. government of Theyfeartruth Federal Government. The fax came from Theyfeartruth Federal Government of America.
I didn't receive a fax. It was coming to the mayor's office to the mayor? Okay.
Confirmation it's successful transfer to fax number 870-732-7504. Ma'am.
That's the right fax number.
And
it came from the federal government?
It came from the Theyfeartruth Federal Government of America. It's in regards to my officer, Kyle Watkins, which one of your officers of the West Memphis Arkansas Police Department arrested my officer after talking to me and me giving him instructions to contact Homeland Security Information Network to verify our agency. He charged my officer with impersonating of an officer.
Okay, hold on a second. Let me check this. Hold on a second.
Now watch how she come back, her different attitude.
Who are you?
I'm the Chief Officer of Theyfeartruth Federal Government of America, Rico Dukes. And if you're looking at your call ID, you see the call ID says Theyfeartruth Federal Government of America. I was just calling to aware of the mayor's office of West Memphis situation. The documents have already been sent to West Memphis District Court, as well as the Circuit Court.
Okay, they're going to the Circuit Court and District Court. That would have copies of that.
Yes, ma'am. No, I was just saying I just made sure that all the most important agencies had copies of the documents, so y'all to be very aware of the situation. We at Theyfeartruth Federal Government of America, we ask that this situation be taken care of quietly and as soon as possible.
So who is Kyle Watkins?
He's an employee. He's my employee. He's an officer of Theyfeartruth Federal Government of America. We have all the
Oh, okay. I'll let the well, they had it in the court and the city attorney would have it, so I'm sure the mayor will get it from them.
Yes, ma'am. I just want to make sure that y'all had it as well.
Yes, sir. I'll let them know.
Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
Now, now, first of all, America, what certifies a business? What certifies a legal business? You must have a tax IRS EIN number, and you must have an active bank account with your business or company. Company business, the same thing, but with your company or business name on your bank account. We have a tax IRS EIN document. We have a bank account with Theyfeartruth Federal Government of America, active. We are registered inside Dawes and Bradstreet, the same place the United States government is in. Yes, the United States government is registered as a corporation, the same thing that we are registered as a corporation, a federal corporation. The United States is registered as a federal corporation, but only one of them corporations sits on American soil, and that's Theyfeartruth Federal Government of America. Second, all the officer had to do was contact one of those agencies that I provided him for, and they would have gave him the same exact information. He would have had his validation, and they wouldn't be going through this. And neither would my officer have been arrested for impersonating violence. Thirdly, he failed to validate this. So these are charges on him, and we gonna go and arrest him. Pay attention to what we telling y'all. Kyle, when you went to court, would you say the judge read when you went to court?
He read, well, basically he gave me, let's start with some of the charges that he gave me. First of all, the Arkansas Code for persons exempt from licenses is 27-16-603. For all those that don't know, it's 27-16-603. Person exempt from licensing, meaning that in Arkansas, in the state of Arkansas, if you live there, America, you don't need a license to travel. Okay, but for some reason, most of the officers in every town seem to not know this, or seem to ignore it. Basically, they don't want to go by the laws. So it is what it is. We'll be going to court. Also, when the judge, after he read my charges and stuff, and he read basically who I work for, Theyfeartruth Federal Government of America, they're still trying to claim me as being impersonator. Okay, because they also kept my nation ID or my family ID, basically my heritage, from being indigenous ID, and they're claiming that they're holding it for evidence when I called to get it back. So what type of evidence are they holding my ID for my indigenous nation? Why would you be holding a badge for a company that I work for, just like they work for a company? How could I be an impersonator? We're going to see how they're going to explain that, okay? Because we do know also that indigenous people that live here in America on their land that they have been exiled from have the right to their own nationality, their right to their own life. We have the traditional, all our traditional lands. We have the right to operate on all our traditional lands. We have the right to self-determination, and also we have the right to self-govern ourselves, in which we are doing all of that. Because my family, yes, we've been exiled in our own land, which I'm sure most of you have, if you've been studying about yourself. Understand that. If you heard what Martin Luther King said, he said you've been exiled in your own land. He didn't say you had to go back to Africa to go find some land. He said you were exiled from your own. So go do the research. And then we don't even have to talk about nothing else. But not only that, with you having the rights to self-determination to identify on whoever you are, no one has the right to tell you who you're not, Malik Shabazz. I want to make sure I put that out there. When you send me that text message that said I'm no goddamn Indian, we have the right to self-determination. So I'm gonna ask you, who do you work for? Because do you go ask the Caucasian people, do they have that they are, or give them a different identity when they claim who they are? Do you give the Asian people a different identity when they claim who they are? Do you give Jewish people a different identity when they claim who they are? So why do you have a problem with brown people? Because I'm saying brown, copper tone people that look like me, identifying by the people that they are. You identify as being black, and I want to see how you gonna identify a court as being black versus being an indigenous American. We won't see, Malik Shabazz. Or are you teaching the people the wrong stuff? See, where we at right now, we teaching indigenous laws, which the people that live here, that's been exiled in their own land, should know, so that they can go by that to stop any and every confrontation that we're coming into on our own land. But instead, you want to lead us into their court system some more to have them violate us some more instead of breaking it down to where we can get up out of the system and be self-determination within our own government. So y'all remember that when you start following the people that you think are helping you. Because I'm going to tell you right now, a lot of them are not. You should be walking away. You should be starting your self-government. And you should be operating on your own the way we are. If you're not doing that and you're calling yourself a nation, you're really not. You're faking it. You're just collecting dues or tithes, or whatever you may be doing. But those days are over with. This is the last days. We're in revolution now. We're in a time of exposing each and every one of y'all that are claiming that we're impersonating. We get ready to find out who's truly impersonating. No doubt about it.
Well,
So we get back to the questions.
for those that don't know, a business, a person's regular occupation, profession, or trade. That is what a business is. A person's regular occupation, profession, or trade. All right. If you worked at McDonald's, Burger King, or you worked at Bank of America, or Theyfeartruth Federal Reserve Bank, you're gonna have some kind of identification that's gonna be able to verify that you work for one of these companies. So when my officer had Theyfeartruth Federal Government of America badge, that's because he works for a federal company named Theyfeartruth Federal Government of America with documentation. So how is he impersonating? He's not a U.S. government agent. He's not a U.S. government officer, so he's not impersonating. So if that's the case, then people that work at McDonald's is impersonating. People that work at Burger King is impersonating. People that work at Walmart is impersonating when they put those jackets on and put their badges on to signify where they work at. So when they go into the store or when they out and about somewhere, people may be able to verify that they work for this company. When you go into Walmart, you see people with Walmart shirts on because you have to verify that they work for Walmart. So if he has a federal badge, that means he works for the federal government, what the badge says. No way possible can you get impersonation out of it. If we are a legal business, he's entitled to have legal credentials to verify himself in the business that he works for. just like every other company, just like the U.S. government have their U.S. government badges, and when they work for a lawyer's firm or district attorney's office, they have their district attorney badges. It's the same exact thing. Now mind you, we registered in the same system that they are. And if this is why you heard Prosecutor Mike Snell when he came back to the phone. This is what I found out since you've been on mute. You're not an attorney. What about this agency? You can say whatever you want to say. What about this agency of impersonating the office? You see, he didn't come and say your office is impersonating an agency. A federal agency. He never said that when he came back to the phone. You know why? Because he had already validated and looked up and seen, and he had already had the credentials. He had already had the paperwork and everything. Now, mind you, the mayor's office and all these people have contacted him. The Corsicana Nation has contacted him. Homeland Security has contacted him. So my officer, I'm gonna do something for y'all. Hold on, America. Just hold on. And this is all this police had to do, y'all. And I'm gonna show you this. This is all he had to do. Because y'all know I'm about showing paperwork, man. You know what I'm talking about? Without paperwork, you ain't got nothing, man. Okay, now I'm gonna hold this up back for y'all. Hold up. Get back to it. Where is it? Now, I'm gonna hold this up back because I know the phone comes with a glare shit. So bring it up. Y'all let me know when y'all can see it. What do that say?
You can see it now. A little bit closer.
Hold up, can you see it? God damn, hold on.
For a second, it flashed for a second, and then it went away.
All right, it should be able to come in now.
A little closer.
All right.
Almost. Not yet. There it is. Right there.
Y'all see that?
It says
E-verification.
Kyle Watkins. There it is.
E-verification. That's Homeland Security, America. That's Homeland Security. We're going to go to the next document for y'all. Just be cool. This is all the officer had to do. So y'all can see this one.
A little closer. There it is.
Can y'all see that right there? Y'all see what it says?
A little closer. Go back a little bit. That one's a little blurry.
Hold on.
It just needs to be a little bit bigger.
Hold on. All right, a little bigger. Got it.
Yeah. There it is.
Can y'all see that? Program Administrator, Kyle Watkins. Now, this is all the officer had to do. This is why when the prosecutor came back to the phone, he couldn't say nothing. But, oh, you're not an attorney. Well, if that's the case, if I ain't an attorney, then I shouldn't file in a whole lot of motherfucking cases for other people's in courts as their attorney. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, hey, well maybe I don't know what that means. But it's no way possible. You heard what I told him. You're going to dismiss it or we're going to go to trial. It don't make us a bit of difference. It don't make us a bit of difference. We did this video because we wanted y'all to, we told y'all we leave. So we want y'all to, we want to show y'all what we doing. It's real. We want to show you what we doing. This is the only way you can become free. You got it the same way they put you in this system under paperwork. You got to get out of their system under paperwork. And the only way that you can do that, you got to be in their courtroom and active with shit. So for all revolutionaries out here to talking about they revolution and they active and they this and that, oh, we trying to stay out their way. We ain't dealing with the courts. You ain't trying to be free. You just trying to be seen. You don't want no problems. Because when you pushing for freedom and independence, oh, you're gonna get some problems. When they really see that you pushing for that, you're gonna get some problems. Ain't no such thing as about you gonna go through this right here and you ain't gonna go through nothing. It's a difference with people think that how they want to say that it is than how it really is. You're not gonna get free without a fight. You're not gonna get free. You're not gonna get free if you don't have the knowledge to free yourself. All that talking about what somebody else told you and you ain't did no research to learn something for yourself, is dead and out the window. You would not get free with no knowledge. You would not get free without no courage, and you would not get free without any trials and tribulations. This is what your oppressor's supposed to do. You think that they happy because it's another federal government that's the legal government that they government and recognize and put it in paperwork in the systems across the country? Do you think that they happy about that? Why do you think from the police officer that pulled him over to the courthouses, to the district attorney, and to the mayor's office, not one of them denied Theyfeartruth federal government of America? The prosecutor started out trying to, but came right back. I know, but what I'm saying is, this is what you're gonna tell the jury in jury trial? Before we can even get to that there, it's gonna have to be a grand jury. Somebody's gonna have to look at it and say, okay, we're gonna go forward with this right here. Because now we gotta be able, you gotta present paperwork and all this right here, proof and everything. What proof are they gonna have to say that my officer is not an officer of Theyfeartruth federal government? Where is the proof that Theyfeartruth federal government is not a legal registered federal business?
They have none.
It's impossible. But this is the key to the oppressor. They know that they hold the physical power. They hold the physical power. So they know if my officer had kicked up some shit out there, it's more of them than it is if they feel true federal government. You see what I'm saying? Because they in the power structure. So anytime you're in a power structure, you're gonna run into this exact problem. You're gonna run into this exact problem. We ain't bowing down at all. Respect it or check it. And if you try to check it, then and you don't respect what you done put in, then guess what? We might as well stand up and prepare for water. Simple as that. Simple as that. So, Captain, you said to me when I was asking you, when I was talking to you, you said that they made you sign a paper saying that you weren't going to take no firearms for you in order for you to bond out.
Correct.
Tell the people about this.
Yeah, that was my terms and conditions. Is that they told me if I didn't sign this paper, they weren't going to let me out. Even after they gave me these fines to pay, I paid all the fines, I paid the bail and all that, and they still told me they're not going to let me out unless I sign this paper stating that I wouldn't handle my firearm. I wouldn't be around nobody as if I was on, what you call that, when you're on probation or whatever. For some years, basically, they gave me convicted felons restrictions, basically, for the incident, as if I've been convicted of something, in which I've not ever been convicted of nothing. It's always been dismissed. I got a stack. When I say a stack of dismissals, I'm gonna turn my camera on for a minute because this don't make no sense, but I gotta show everybody.
Hey, I'm gonna bring Kendrick in too because Kendrick just beat his charge and they try to do the same thing to him. So we're gonna bring him in.
Okay, now if you see this here, now if you think you've been harassed before, you see this folder right here? This is how many times I've been harassed. So if you ain't been harassed this many times, you really ain't been harassed before. This is nothing but stuff that has been, you see it on there? It says dismissed. Y'all see that, right? Do they see that, comrade, where it say dismissed?
Yeah, they see. If they can, they need glasses.
See, this everything has been dismissed right here on me. And I ain't got no felonies. And my stack is this big. So, with that being said, there's no way they're going to get away with doing nothing to me. No way in life you're going to get away with doing something to me or practice law on me that you're not supposed to be doing in the first place. You hear me? That's what's going to be done. You're not gonna practice your Gestapo law on me. You're not gonna do that. You're not gonna practice law that's prohibited for you to do. You're not gonna do that. It's over with. Game's over for y'all, and we teaching everybody the truth. Period.
Indeed. Indeed, we are. I'm trying to figure out what just happened, y'all. To my screen. Go ahead, y'all be cool.
Oh, we're not going nowhere. We still right here, y'all. This is how we do. Every now and then they'll freeze us in and out, but till Comrade come back in, we'll keep it going. Most of these racist states, this is how they deal. They will not go by the constitutional laws, and constitutional laws are the laws of the land, in which we all supposed to abide. Basically, they're human rights laws, where it means that basically you do unto others as they do unto you. It's not that hard. Everything else is called an ordinance. It's something that's made up in a state to try to keep you in line, to give you a rule for them to be rulers over the citizens. And that cycle has to be broken. It's been going on for too long. Everybody getting pulled over for seatbelt tickets, and they breaking you down till you ain't got no money left.
Mm-hmm.
It's got to stop. It's just a cycle. And I just said a seatbelt ticket because to me the seatbelt ticket is like the most dumbest thing in the world. If you don't want to wear your seatbelt, I mean, you fly through the thing, that's on you. They shouldn't pull you over for not having a seatbelt on. If you're going to harm yourself, just like if you were smoking crack, you're going to harm yourself. I'm going to let you do what you want to do. As long as you're not harming me. But for some reason, y'all don't understand that. Some people in the universe really don't understand that. If the person is not harming you, mind your own business. See, it's like sinning, as they call sinning. See, you're going to get yourself up out of here when you leave, when you want to go, because of the way in obedience that you had to the laws of nature. So if you don't obey the laws, you out of here.
Indeed.
It's enough, nothing else to be said. You'll get out of here quicker than anybody in the world. Just keep disobeying the laws of nature. It don't take but one thing wrong for the laws of nature to get you up out of here. And if you don't believe me, you try it. You try jumping off a roof that's too high, and the laws of gravity gonna take you down so fast, you're gonna see that you're supposed to be obedient walking on the ground because you ain't got no wings. So stop playing and start being obedient, and maybe you will see people live 200, 300, 400, 500, 800 years because we electrified. See what y'all forgot? We were electrified. We still electrified right now, but we're on a low frequency of electricity. That's why we just shocking each other right now. That's just low frequency shock. Because when we at high frequency shock, we can fly. When we're at high energy levels, we can fly. That's why they came up with the cartoons of Superman. They know who that is. That's why they're so amazed by Michael Jordan. They know who the real Supermans, Michael Jordans are. There's thousands of us. What y'all thought it stopped at Michael Jordan? You ain't seen the young guys right now doing the same thing Michael Jordan was doing back in the 80s. There's way more than one Michael Jordan. Don't be a fool to think that Michael Jordan is a GOAT when there's other people coming behind him doing the same thing. Don't be a fool. There's going to be greater Michael Jordans. Believe that. The better we eat, the better we going to get. Michael Jordan probably was just eating a little bit good, and he was working off of just natural talent. Wait till somebody with that same natural talent come and they naturally eating the right foods and electrify. You wait to see how he jumping. Wait to see how he running down the track, or she. Yeah. Wait until you see that type of human being, an electrified, all natural being. You wait till you start seeing that. You start to see them now, and most of y'all don't understand it. That's why the dumb cop can't comprehend that the corporation of America is the same corporation that our federal government operates off of. He don't understand. He wants to associate me with the United States agency to make me an imposter. I don't work for your agency. I told you that. But you want to ask me several times, who do you work for? I told you several times, Theyfeartruth federal government. But since you saw federal, your feelings was hurt. You're not federal. You're not. Yes, I am. I work for Theyfeartruth Federal. We hold the first Federal Reserve Bank. We hold that. And if I was working in the bank that day, I might have had a badge on that said Theyfeartruth Federal Reserve Bank owner. Then what you would have said? I'm an imposter then too? Check my credentials. And stop whining like a little crybaby. And start respecting men and women that want to respect themselves. Y'all gonna stop that today. Otherwise, believe that. Farrakhan told you before, holy war gonna start around here. You know what holy war is, right? That's the war between right and wrong. You see what I'm saying? Not black and white. It's the fight between right and wrong, evil and good. It's coming to you real soon. Comrade, you got something else to let them know?
I just wanted them to hit it right there and let them know that they feel true federal government of America. We here. We ain't going nowhere. Not nowhere. Any phone call that y'all hear anyone now credentials from the police officer that pulled them over to the prosecutor. The prosecutor was the only one who tried to say now, or so they had to come back and say, I know. Now all this work is evidence on them. So you gotta have paperwork to have your structure strong. Without no paperwork, your structure gonna crumble. Only way to get out of this system, knowledge, courage, and action. Stand on what you believe in and believe what you stand for.
Make sure y'all share this.
Share it. Hit the subscribe button, y'all share it. Y'all check us out. They feel true federal government. Like I say, the reason why we did this show, because we want to show y'all from the beginning of this bill to the ending results of this bill. No matter what the ending results is, we're going to show y'all what we really talking about when we say revolution. Peace. I'm Rico Dukes, the attorney and founder of Theyfeartruth Federal Government of America, the leader of 21st Century Black Panthers, RCHBN, and all Black Panthers. CEO of Theyfeartruth Federal Reserve Bank, host and CEO of Theyfeartruth TV. Peace. We out of here. We love y'all. Support us, stand with us, and take our country.
Peace, family. One love.